7% of all high school athletes go on to play in college. As proud members of the 93% that didn't, this is Fratletes.
So, welcome back. We are on episode 7 now. That's actually kind of wild. Feels like we were just on episode 6. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a good 7-8 weeks now? It's been fun.
Do you think we should it's not that big of a deal. Today is June 16th because that is when we're recording this, and I just feel like it's a lot easier than what we say because we never know. We always aim for Saturday, but it is what it is. But when we record this, it is June 16th. The Avalanche are up 1-0 in the NHL Finals. We're going to be talking a little bit of hockey. The NBA Finals, Game 6 is tonight. It is not tipped off yet. What else we got? Rakes and takes. We got our NFC West predictions, and then we're gonna wrap it up with some top 3 crazy IPA names, and then we all have 3 IPA names that we created for ourselves, just for shits and giggles.
You're probably gonna think they're stupid.
Yeah, 100%. This was tough. All right, we try to include one thing that's like kind of not.
You don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, we'll make it make sense. I promise.
I don't drink IPAs. I'm not Alex Hewitt.
I'm not an IPA guy. We got to quit giving that kid shout outs, dude.
We have to
quit giving that kid shout outs.
I feel kind of like a loser because I actually have an app called Untapped that I track all the craft beers I drink. So if I'll look it up and I'll cash in I collected that one. And now you guys dude, we don't even drink IPAs. They're so lame. I'm like, yeah, bro. I don't even have an app or anything for them.
I think they're cool. I just think they literally taste like piss.
Oh, I think they taste so good.
I've seen those Instagram ads for that Untapped thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've scrolled. Is that where you got it from? Were you
Yeah, that's where I got a lot of my names from. Because I know I've come across weird ones that I drink all the time just because they're named weird. But yeah, I have Untapped for beer. There's one for whiskey that I just downloaded. I'm slowly transforming into a full-blown dad, and I don't have any kids yet.
So as you drink them, do you does it check it off? And it's
So you say what the beer is, where you drank it, what the venue you're at, what you rate it, and then is it more citrusy? You drink out of a can or a draft and shit like that. But then it gives you badges, congrats, you drank 4 beers from the state of Massachusetts. You're oh no way. But there's no money. You don't win anything. It doesn't matter. But it's just
So it's kind of like Pokemon Go except for alcohol.
It's legit. I'm just collecting adult Pokemon cards. It's basically what IPAs are, bro. They're gonna start naming them after Pokemon. We're gonna run out of stuff to say.
That's hilarious. That's actually a really good idea though, because I'm intrigued. If I drank IPAs, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to start with the NFC West?
Absolutely.
I think this division is going to be
let's get into it.
Pretty exciting. I mean, you always got the Niners, Cardinals, and the Rams, and then who's the outlier I'm missing?
Seahawks.
Oh yeah, they're easy to forget about this year.
Yeah, I have a strong feeling about the Seahawks that I'll get to.
You want to start off with it?
Yeah.
Honestly, the rest of the teams are, at least decent. I think the Seahawks are going to be so bad, sad to watch, because you're gonna remember what they were just a couple of years ago with Legion of Boom and winning Super Bowls. And I think either Drew Lock or Geno Smith is going to be the quarterback, and it's not anyone's oh, I can't wait to see Geno Smith in the pocket. No one says that. So I think it's gonna be very, very sad to watch, and good luck keeping DK Metcalf if you can't get a good guy to throw to him.
Why was Drew Lock? He had one good game for the Broncos, and he was on the sideline. He was rapping some song. Was it Dreams and Nightmares?
He was rapping "Put On."
No, yeah.
And he was doing the dances and stuff, bro.
He knew every word, and everyone thought he was going to be the next big thing. And then that is if you look up on YouTube Drew Lock highlights, that's probably all that pops up.
Yeah.
He's also the one
quarterback.
He also got all the hype in college because against Texas he did the horns down thing with his jersey.
That was
he literally 90% of the reason this guy is known is just for the shit he does on the sidelines or after plays.
People, I feel like if you're a collegiate football player in the Big 12, you just like you circle no matter what team it is, not just Oklahoma. Every single team circles Texas, and it's just like
have to.
Everyone is just like counting down their moment, and you want to score just so you can throw the horns down. Isn't it a penalty now? Do they penalize it if you throw it? That sucks. That is terrible.
Isn't Texas is in the college baseball World Series, aren't they? Because I saw something about this guy that was supposed to sing the national anthem. They wouldn't let him sing it anymore because at another game he put the horns down. So they canceled him like day of or something, and we're like, yeah, you're not singing anymore. Just
there he goes.
There you go.
You throw one horn down. Yeah, I'm back. I think. I think I'm back.
I was gonna say, bro, cancel culture got another one, man. It's a shame what they do to our boys.
What was your point, though? We kind of lost you.
Yeah, where'd you guys lose me?
I don't even know. It was really bad.
It was like just go back the last like 20 seconds.
Oh, about the guy who got he was supposed to sing the national anthem at Texas for the college baseball World Series, and they canceled him day of because he put the horns down in some video or somewhere. So they completely took him out of singing the national anthem.
That sucks too. Horns down should be part of the national anthem.
Everyone at the end of the national anthem, just everyone starts throwing the horns down.
Yeah. I think it's funny because if you play Texas, if they're good, you want to play them to beat the team that beats them. But if they're bad, you want to beat them so badly and embarrass them. Hey, remember, because say it's Texas Tech that hardly ever beats them. Say they're bad when you're hey, yeah, we're getting crushed 49-14, but remember when we beat you guys 56-0, shit like that.
Yeah,
so it's kind of a double-edged sword.
So I'm getting strong vibes that none of us are very confident in Drew Lock this year.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not
me
at
either.
all.
Hayden, what do you have the Seahawks at? What do you have them at?
I do. They'll be lucky to win 5 or 6 games. Max. Absolutely.
I agree.
They have a top 3 draft pick next year.
I have them at 4-13.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll win a single game within their division.
I don't either.
Unless they rest the starters at the last game of the year.
They might have a chance.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is not. I hope he doesn't get out there, dude. I'm sorry to all my WVU fans listening out there. He's not him. He never was him. He was him in college, if that counts. He was partially him, momentarily.
He was partial.
He's not that guy, man. Drew Lock, he's not that guy either. I'm sorry. I wanted to root for Drew Lock. I thought he was going to be good for a second, but I mean, not even besides the quarterback play. What do the Seahawks have?
DK. Is that Mo?
Yeah, little bastard.
I knew it was Mo.
Dude, I was just about to say, watching Geno Smith be bad makes me so happy because I fucking hate WVU so bad.
I agree.
The only thing out of Morgantown that I like is Pat McAfee. That's it. And he's not even from there. He went to college for 4 years, so there's a slight stain on otherwise glorious life. But yeah, just seeing him do bad makes me so happy. It makes my day. When TJ Watt strip sacked him against the Steelers to lose the game for the Seahawks, it made the win that much better. You should have gone to college somewhere else, buddy. Maybe they teach you the tuck rule a little better,
Yeah, Seahawks are really bad, and I can't even remember the last time you could be able to draft a Seahawks running back in fantasy. Marshawn Lynch.
Now
Sean Alexander.
Chris Carson. Chris Carson, does he count?
Yeah, Chris Carson, like he was. I feel
Uh,
like he's either. I always get him and Rashad Penny mixed up because they both like
because they
played
split
around each other.
snaps.
Rashad
Huh?
Penny's a goddamn bowling ball, dude.
Yeah, they just like split. That's the issue with the Seahawks is they literally like you said, they suck at fantasy for running backs because like they'll give it to Chris Carson the entire time, and then all of a sudden they get to the one, and Chris Carson's just like going out, and here comes Rashad Penny, or vice versa, and it's just like they literally just will be like, oh, we're inside the 5. Let's just throw both of them out there. One of them will go in. Like they just do not care about fantasy owners at all. They just no consistent red zone touches ever. Just a flip of a coin who gets touchdown.
Not to mention, dude, Tyler Lockett is probably, in my time as a fantasy footballer, he's one of the most inconsistent receivers I've ever seen. Like this dude,
0.
I've seen him drop 50 before, and then I've seen this guy drop 0 multiple times. Like if I had him, and I'm not taking a Seahawks player, I'm not taking a single one, not a tight end, not a receiver. I don't care if DK's left on the board in the 3rd round. I'm not
Who
taking
do they
him.
have
I
a
don't want.
tight end?
Kicker might be.
Is it the guy that was on the Rams? It's not. Is it like
Everett?
Lockett? Everett. Is that
Yeah.
him? Maybe. I might be wrong.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not taking anybody from the Seahawks in fantasy football this year.
Kicker might be good.
Do you think they'll get past the 50?
There?
Do you think they'll get past the 50?
Who is their kicker? Is it Hauschka?
Dude,
I think it's Hauschka.
I don't understand.
Honestly, I have no idea. But I'm thinking if you're gonna pick one player from the Seahawks, the kicker's probably
besides Justin Tucker, dude, does any kicker have their job secured? Like kickers just
There are
bounce
a
around
few.
the league.
If you look at all the top kickers, they have one thing in common. They've been, when they were an undrafted rookie, they were in camp with Justin Tucker as the guy. Graham Gano, Will Lutz, Steven Hauschka, all those like top guys, all were in camp with the Ravens.
Yeah, well, not Chris Boswell, and he's one of the most accurate kickers of all time, so it's whatever.
Chris Boswell
but the dude's long is like 56.
Hey, but his percentage is like .998.
No, that's
56. We're acting like 56 is a short field goal, dude. Like that's not.
No, I understand that, but
it's okay. Sorry, is it in the record? It's 67 yards.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Sorry, I can't have that guy.
You have Justin Tucker standards. Your opinion doesn't really matter out here. Your standards are so high. Everyone is technically just an average kicker to you.
Yeah. Young Hoku is a big contract too.
Dude, don't even get me started about Young Hoku. Don't even get me started. I had this man on my roster all year last year strictly because of his name. I love the Korean Young Hoku. And then there was like a 3-week stretch where he went 0, -1, 0, or like 0, -1, -1. And I was just, it took everything in me, but I had to cut him. I had to. And the Falcons, it was during
to drop his Young Ho.
Calvin Ridley was having his mental problems. He stepped away from the game, and then it turned out he was just a gambling addict. But Young Hoku, dude, the Falcons couldn't get. They were just like we were talking about in the Seahawks. They couldn't get past the 50. It sucked. I apologize to him. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, Falcons are gonna be bad this year too.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, let's get on the good.
What do you guys think about Kyler Murray and the Cardinals? You think there's gonna be too much beef?
I hope they're bad. I don't know why, but I don't like them.
Really?
I don't like the Arizona Cardinals. I just haven't. There's a weird swagger to them. I don't know. I think they got a really good young defense. I like some of their defensive players. Kyler Murray, though, I don't know. He's small. He wants a lot of money, man. And his rookie contract's almost up, isn't it?
He's got 2 years.
He's got 2 years. Is he thinking about a holdout? What's he getting at?
I think he showed up. He's just like
because
pissed off.
The whole delete your social media thing anymore. That's all you got to do. Like I feel like that's all these agents tell their players. It's all these agents tell their players.
It's so annoying too.
I have the Cardinals going 9-8.
You gotta remember, D-Hop's out for the first 6 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drugs.
Yeah, they got
PEDs.
They got
PEDs.
Hollywood.
What is the definition of PEDs, Hayden?
I don't know, but you made it sound like it was like cocaine.
Performance enhancing What is it? What's the D?
I'm just saying. I would specify, like, if someone said he's a drug addict, I'd rather it be steroids than like crack.
I'm stating the fact that he is suspended for drugs. It's a fact. It's a fact.
It'd be more impressive if that's what he was being suspended for. If he was like a crack addict.
Yeah, you thought Josh Gordon playing drug was impressive. Wait to hear about D-Hop smoking a couple crack rocks before catching for 3 touchdowns.
It's like the fucking Charlotte Hornets.
Oh God, dude, the Charlotte Hornets are on bullshit this offseason.
The Charlotte Hornets are just. I saw someone say they hoop as a day job. That's so true.
Somebody said Miles Bridges his career is rapping, and basketball is just a side gig. Basketball is a side gig.
I think Miles Bridges sucks. I think he's trash at rapping.
Then
apparently
LaMelo Ball's dating 40-year-old women.
Tough.
LaMelo Ball is like dating 40-year-old women now.
Anyway, the Arizona
it's weird. Yeah.
I got them 9-8. I think they're gonna be the team that, like, you don't want to underplay them. Like, you can't just go out there and, like, they'll beat you if you don't bring your A game. You know what I mean? But I feel like they're going to be that team where they won't be able to finish, or they're going to choke away a lot of games, and that's why I have them going 9-8. And I really don't believe in Kyler.
I got them going 10-7, like you said. I mean, if they need a deep ball at the end of the game, I wouldn't throw it to Hollywood, even if he's open. I wouldn't really throw to Hollywood anywhere past 5 yards. But enough of Hollywood. They got D-Hop after week 6, and I mean they're going to beat up on the Seahawks, so there's 2 wins. They'll probably split with the 49ers. They'll somehow split with the Rams, but like I don't see them. They're going to lose close games. I think. I don't see, like you said. I don't think Kyler's got that like 2-minute drill in him that he's just going to like drive down the field. I think he's going to make mistakes, and they'll win 1 or 2 with those, but they're going to choke a lot, I think.
What about you, Hayden?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a toss-up. I put, like, depending on what Kyler Murray does, how he is. Like you said, you don't like the Cardinals. I think Kyler's kind of a little like whiny bitch, but I mean, you still got to grind for your money. But like, I just take pity on them because of Super Bowl 43. Like, it was the best day of my life, and I can't imagine how sad it was for them. So, like, I just hope they're good. Like, hey, man, good job. You got back out there. I'm glad to see it, you know. So, I feel bad. I like him. I also like D-Hop. I really like DeAndre Hopkins, especially from that video where he's like, I fear God, and then he made D'Angelo Hall break his ankles in 3 places.
Literally.
You know? Ever since I was a huge fan. So, I mean, I think he'll be good. They did lose Christian Kirk to the Jaguars, but they signed Hollywood, so hopefully he learns how to catch a ball. So I have them going like you guys said, like 9-8, 10-7.
I like D-Hop too until he, like, I don't want to point fingers, but he kind of cost me a fantasy championship last year because he just decided he wasn't going to play until the playoffs after like week 13 or something. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
No bias around here. But let's get to the 49ers.
Mid. They will be mid.
Who is going to be their quarterback?
Trey Lance. It's got to be Trey Lance.
I think you have to commit to him. I think you have to.
You selected him, what, 2nd overall last year? You have to make him the starter.
You have it. Yeah. Jimmy G's time is done. I think you're right. I think it's got to be Trey Lance. And they're going to try to get a deal for Jimmy G, obviously.
They have to. I mean, but I saw Shanahan saying they're not fully committed to trading Jimmy G. Like, he still could return, which I think is super dumb. Like, how much are they paying him?
Shanahan's always saying something stupid in the conference. Like last year, didn't they say? Didn't they like throw shade at? Didn't he throw shade at Jimmy G?
He was like, "Who's gonna be the next? Who's gonna be the quarterback next?" He's like, "I don't even know if I'm gonna be alive next week."
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" It was like one of those, "Hey, yo."
I think honestly, that it's going to be like with Jimmy G being the starter, I think you have to keep him as a starter until he does so bad that you have to put in someone else. Like if you start Trey Lance and he actually doesn't do well, it's a lot more awkward to be like, hey, Jimmy, like, do you want to get back out there? And so like, I think you got to give it to Jimmy, let him lose it himself, unless they trade him.
I think
That's kind of a good point.
I don't know. I think if you selected him with the second pick, you just got because then they trade up too. Like they're traded. Yeah, I mean, you have.
There's
to
no way
start
they had
Trey
the second
Lance.
pick in the draft. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I agree with you. Hayden's got a good point though.
I agree. Jimmy G's a winner.
Jimmy
That's why I
G
said
is a
he's
winner.
so boring, but he wins games I don't understand.
He
Dude,
wins games.
Like I said, not a fantasy quarterback, no doubt. Is the Debo situation settled? Is he okay now?
He showed
He
up,
returned.
So,
but he's still not happy.
so the whole video of him in the club saying like, "Debo, stay in San Fran." He's like, "Nah." I guess that's just
I
like
forgot about that.
he was like, "No." I guess
quick
it's
story. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You go ahead. I was done.
It's a quick story. In my fantasy football league, I have some friends from high school. A couple of them from a different high school that one of the kids went to before, and one of the kids from a different high school had I think it was like the first overall pick, or it was like round 1, pick 3, whatever. But he picked Jimmy G first overall. Like that already is like a horrible, like the worst pick you could have. It honestly might have been one of one. And we all were like, what the fuck? Why would you pick that? And then it was the season Jimmy G tore his ACL, so he was out for the season. Like, it was so unfortunate. But, like, yeah, that's what you fucking get for picking him first overall, bro. That's awful.
What was going through this man's head where he was like third overall? Because, dude, he had to have dug deep to even find Jimmy Garoppolo's name in the first round.
Yeah.
Dude, I think he picked it and he was like, yeah, I kind of already regret that. He was immediate.
This is what was his first season on the Niners?
It might have been. Also, I think he might have even been talking shit. Like, just wait and see, guys. Just wait and see.
Yeah.
Is he a Niners fan by chance?
No.
He was just like, fuck it.
He just
Jimmy
trusted
G's
the teachings of Tom Brady.
Jimmy G MVP year. Let's get it.
Yeah.
What was when he went 4-0 the year before, and then was he hurt or he got hurt and then came back and he won their only 4 games. Like he was undefeated. And everyone's like, oh, Jimmy G's gonna be legit. And then now he's just Jimmy G.
What it was.
He's just really good at throwing for like 200 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception and then like 35 handoffs.
Yeah. And then making
Females
Instagram models fly to him.
He does pull some ass.
Now, when we go to the Rams, I think that it's like their division to lose. Like everyone's coming back. The salary cap doesn't exist.
Not at all.
I don't know how they're doing it. Like
they got a tough schedule.
Like what happens? Does the NFL like, hey, stop? Like what do they do?
Yeah. Like
they do have.
You're not going to play. Like okay.
Yeah.
I have them at 11-6, and I think that's like the bottom. I think that's the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have them at 11-6 just because, dude, their schedule is tough. They go to Lambeau. They start the season off against the Bills. I mean, they might have that Super Bowl hangover. They start off slow. They run into the Chiefs at some point. I mean, they have a really tough schedule this year. And with that division, they're definitely, I mean, it's inevitable. They're going to have to deal with some injuries like everyone will. But that division isn't going to be a cakewalk. They're probably going to lose 2 or 3 games within teams in their division. That's just how that stuff rolls. But I have them at 11-6. But like I said, that's the bottom for me. But I think they're going to win. Obviously, they're going to win their division, so that's why I have them at 11-6, getting the edge. No way they lose 7 games.
I got them at 13-4, but that's how you put them at the bottom. I'm putting them as like that's where I think like maybe they could get to that 14-3, but like more realistically, I think 13-4 is a good place. Like you said, they'll probably have a Super Bowl hangover and drop one of the first 2-3 weeks, but they're just so they don't play with the salary cap. And I don't know why other teams haven't decided to do this as well, but like it's gotten to the point where it's just like they just pay everyone. And then suddenly it's like Rams are at like negative $15 million, and then they sign someone else, and they're like, yeah, actually now they have like $7 million in cap, and you're like, how did that happen with the signing? How did that go up? Like,
it's like
I don't understand it.
It's like 8 different contract restructures, and then Aaron Donald has changed his contract from 3-year, $120 million to 2-year, $57 million per year. This has created $12 million in cap space for the Rams, and then we will be giving them a jar of grandma's toenail clippings. It's just
like they just don't. When was the last time they selected a first-round pick? It was Jared Goff. Jared Goff was the last first-round pick they've had, and they don't have one for 2 years.
It's like they're not even. They're just buying the Super Bowl or bust team. It's not like they're. I don't know, man.
Part of me thinks the NFL like recognizes that LA is one of the, if not the biggest market, and they're like letting them 100%. Get away with more shit because like football. I mean, if you remember
the fan base.
Yeah, if you remember when they first came back, like both them and the Chargers, like they weren't selling out the soccer arena that they were playing in.
Yeah.
So like they're trying to build that market up. That's probably why they're like there's probably a bunch of rules they're breaking, but like they're just kind of like turning a blind eye, so this like team can grow and this market can grow and they can get more money.
Top five athletes in the city of Los Angeles right now, no specific order. You have LeBron. This is just off the top of my head. LeBron, Mike Trout, Ohtani, Mookie Betts. Who do you throw in there?
Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Aaron Donald. There, that's who I was forgetting. But I mean, that's without Bobby Wagner, Cooper Kupp. I mean,
Jalen
Ramsey. It's insane what they got going on.
And then we didn't even include Chargers players like Justin Herbert.
They didn't make the cut. Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
Derwin James. It's
J.C.
insane.
Jackson. They got Khalil
Mack.
Got
money. They got money. They got Mac now.
Whatever. I keep forgetting the Chargers have Mac. The West is insane on both. Oh my God.
The West is dude, that defensive line and for the Chargers, I can't even say in LA, but for the Chargers is ridiculous. The Raiders too. I don't know. We're in the NFC West, I know. But that division is going to be so exciting, dude. Every time I think about it, I just get going.
I was thinking about Sunday football yesterday. I even tweeted out thinking about Sunday football, and like
I
was just heavily thinking.
I woke up this morning absolutely craving Ohio State football. Like I had a good 20-minute like thought process before I even got out of bed of just like worshiping Ohio State. I was just like, man. And I was sending like Jackson Smith and Jigba memes yesterday, or not even memes, just stat lines. Like what he did in the Rose Bowl, 348 yards, 3 touchdowns, like 15 catches. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. coming up. I don't know, man. I got going about Ohio State, and it's just every day we're inching closer and closer, making our way there.
Football.
Dude, I'm DJing a wedding the day Ohio State plays Notre Dame, and I'm sick.
You and your weddings, man.
It's the Wagemans. It's Hunter Wageman's wedding.
Oh wow! Didn't get invited to that. Didn't get invited to that.
Oh shit! Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to call. Oh shit! Sorry, bro.
No, it's all right.
Sorry, Brooke Jackson. I know you're a big fan of this podcast. I know you're an avid listener.
That is funny. Oh, the tension in the air. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that I didn't even want an invite.
Yeah, I didn't even want to go, bro.
He just keeps on going. He's like, honestly, like I didn't want to go. Like,
so next in the NFC West is how I didn't even want to go to that wedding.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about Ohio State football, man, but now my old feelings are hurt and everything. Whatever.
Yeah, he probably knew it was Notre Dame, Ohio State, and knew you just wouldn't make it. So
my calendar was already marked. I told them no.
Dude, I've actually declined a couple weddings because I know Marshall plays like Coastal Carolina or App State that day.
That's a big,
really big dates. Marshall football is going to be exciting too. College football, man, we just need it back.
This year for Marshall is going to be insane. We should do an episode on that, honestly.
Absolutely. You guys want to get into NBA Finals predictions?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
We got it
Game
tonight.
6 is
when
tonight.
we're recording.
Hold on. Let's think. Last time we didn't use our noggins. This time if there is a game 7, when will it be? Saturday night
Sunday.
or Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, you're right. It'll be Sunday. So this podcast will definitely be out by then. All right. So let's do game 6 predictions. And if there is a game 7, we'll tweet our predictions for game 7. How about that?
All right. Well, I mean, I have the Celtics going all the way, so like obviously I'm Celtics in 7, but that's because I have money on them, and the only way they can win is in 7. But I definitely have the Celtics winning tonight.
Oh,
Definitely have the Celtics.
We're in the same boat. I have the future. Before the series started, I had the future on the Warriors winning 4-2. So I'm very excited for tonight. Obviously, I'm sick to my stomach that I have to pull for them. But I feel like this Celtics Kyrie jersey is bad luck. Knock on wood. So maybe God's looking down and he'll be like, man, this guy wants the Celtics to win. And he'll just be like, but I saw a hot take today, and some random guy in like the comment section of just like people were voting on the spread, and 57% of people were saying that's the Warriors cover, which I don't like. But this guy was saying that the Celtics are going to come out knowing that it's like back against the wall and they're going to try to outshoot the Warriors, which is not, that's a huge mistake. Is if the Celtics go and try to outshoot the Warriors, and if they start missing, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot, because that's not really a team you could outshoot even on a bad night. Like Steph Curry went 0 for 9 from 3, and we just saw how Game 5 ended up. I don't know, man. It's going to be a great game for sure. Andrew Wiggins is putting up a great case for MVP. That's all I'm saying. Steph Curry, I think Steph Curry's going to get it. Obviously, tonight
if Wiggins goes off again tonight, even if
Wiggins goes off
Wiggins,
tonight, it's his for sure.
And if Wiggins goes off, they lose, and then he goes off game 7 and they win, it's almost guaranteed. But okay, I'm going to put the stat line up right now. Let's do predictions. Game 6, Clay. What are we thinking happens?
Dude, that's what I was about to say. Because, like, there's Game 6 Clay, but there's also that, like, this playoffs, the Warriors are 0-4 in road closeout games, and the Celtics are 3-0 in elimination games. So, like, it's like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. It's going to be tough. I don't know. It'll probably depend on Game 6 Clay.
Top 3 athletes
that
are currently in the NBA. Top 3 scariest athletes: Mass LeBron, untucked jersey Kyrie, and probably Game 6 Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, dude. I brought this up the other day. It's like everyone is expecting Klay to go off. Like in Game 6 Klay, anything under 30. Sorry, unless he's got like 27 points on 9 3-pointers, right? Like anything under 30 is unacceptable for me. Like I need if you want to live up to that title, I'm gonna need at least a 30 piece.
You like make a good point there though, because I didn't really think about that. Like, is it points for him or is it threes? Because he can drop 18 points, but say he hits all 6 threes in the fourth quarter to like close out the game, like then people are going to be like, oh, Game 6 Klay. So like that's the thing with Klay is like he could literally be like 0 for 2 from the field going into the fourth and then end up like 8 for 11 with like 8 threes in the fourth, and everyone's like greatest shooter of all time. Like he can just when he heats up, I'd argue when he's hot, he's better than Curry. I think when they're both hot, like very close, but like there's just something different about when Klay Thompson's hot because he doesn't dribble the ball. He just catches it no matter where he is. He tosses that thing up.
When you say better, do you mean better shooter, right?
Yeah.
Not all around, but dude, I'm with you. Klay Thompson has the most beautiful shot I've ever seen, and it's so quick. It's so quick off his. It's beautiful, but it's like he's that type of dude. kind of like with Steph Curry, but Steph Curry was ice cold last game. There's no way he does that again, right? But Klay Thompson goes in this unconscious mode where as soon as the ball leaves his fingertips, not even like everyone knows it's going in. It's ridiculous.
All right, so let's do stat predictions.
I'm
Klay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever his unders are, parlay them all, because I think that there's been a little too much. I'm a big conspiracy guy, if you couldn't tell. I think there's been a little too much like sauce and coverage on Game 6 Klay. It's probably Vegas trying to pump those bets up on the over, and he's gonna shit the bed. I think he's going to get all the unders, parlay all the unders. Well, I guess you won't hear this until after, but one of us three should parlay all the unders.
What
I
about
like it. Well,
fake
actually,
Klay?
it's Thursday, and we do our weekend predictions. But we just started our bets where we all have. We did 5 games last weekend. We have our best picks of the weekend. Bollinger is currently 4-1. Hayden, you are 3-2, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm 2-3. I'm not slowly. I'm quickly learning that college baseball is not my best, but it is so fun to watch.
Do we want to talk about that?
It's electric. Yes.
College baseball is electric.
Do we want to talk about that under real fast?
Yeah.
That under 12.
Describe your emotions. Describe your emotions. Take us through what's going through your head there.
All right.
Hold on. We'll get there. Let's get there. Let's stay on this Klay topic.
Okay.
And then let's do this this around the rakes and takes, like a little baseball segment.
Good thinking.
Klay Thompson. Like I said, man, I'm with Hayden on this. I don't think the Warriors are going to win tonight. I want them to win. I don't know why I took them in 6, probably because of the value that had compared to 7. But that's like Hayden said with the conspiracy thing. Everyone always expects the series to be won at home, and then it's just like it's kind of like a Debbie Downer when the road team wins the whole thing. I'm rooting for that, dude. I don't want anyone to be happy like in this series. I don't want Boston to win. I don't want the Warriors to win, but I hope the Warriors win on the road. Klay Thompson, I think he goes under. He's not going to reach his 30 nugget. I'm going to give him 17 points. He might hit 3 or 4 threes. He doesn't do much outside of shooting the ball, but maybe like 3 assists and 4 rebounds or something. I don't know. Maybe like 6 set screens.
Do you hear the automatic cat feeder just go off?
I thought you were like shaking something. Like I thought that was you like applauding him. Like you like
yeah, bro. It really went off. I was like, shit.
All right, Bollinger, where's your
Okay, I'm gonna go opposite of you guys because no one likes when 3 people agree. I'm gonna go extreme. He's gonna absolutely go off. I'm gonna say 8 threes. And I'm gonna say he gets that 30 nugget. 8 threes is what? 24? Yeah, so then
good math. Quick math.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say actually I don't know if he'll hit 30. You know what? He'll hit 30. I like it.
30 piece. 30 piece.
Klay Thompson. I'm feeling
So with that being said, we'll start our picks of the week or of the weekend. We'll put it back up on Twitter tonight, Friday, and Saturday. And that'll be a regular thing from here on out until football season. Obviously, with football season, we plan on dropping 2 episodes a week, and we're gonna have a lot more predictions because obviously that's the best time of the year. But we'll keep it basketball related tonight. Obviously for Game 6, a little hockey, nothing out of the ordinary. Nobody's gonna be betting ping pong or anything. But I got to crawl my way back up there, man. I don't like losing, and I don't like being below 500. I hate it, and I'm sorry, but I'm not losing to you guys. So, and the best part of it, dude, is Bollinger, you started out hot. Whatever.
I know.
I didn't get into the lab as some people say. I wasn't in the lab last weekend. I was in Charlotte. I didn't have my lab near me.
I will say I went 4-1 and I hit some big parlays all while in Chicago. So like when I like pull up the little pull down menu, my shit like in Illinois betting for FanDuel is all green, and my like in West Virginia FanDuel is a lot more red. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is just I got to move to Illinois if I want to be a professional gambler.
Yeah.
Dude, while we're on that topic, I put my that's me for the state of Virginia. And I hate the state of Virginia. I don't know why, I just don't like it. But I placed a bet because I was on a road trip and I was on my way back to Huntington. And I had just gotten I was actually down here on vacation and I went back and I finally got to Virginia and I didn't even know gambling was legal in Virginia. And it was like 12:58 and kickoffs at 1 on Sundays, obviously, for the NFL. So I pulled over and I placed like a 6-leg parlay, put like $20 on it. And I ended up winning like $600 on this parlay because it hit. And it was the week where the Jets were playing the Jaguars, and it was just like neither team wanted to win the game. And it was just an absolute sweat show. And that was my last leg. And I had the Jets, and they had a goal line stand on the 2-yard line. It was insane. But yeah, I'm the same way. I have placed one bet in my life in the state of Virginia, and I am plus $600.
Yeah, I'm plus I think 280 in Illinois. So just it's the out of state luck. Let's call it like it is. All right, what do we want to move on to? What is next?
NHL? Avalanche
Yeah.
versus the Lightning. Can the Lightning go for a three-peat, or will the beautiful state of Colorado hold them off?
Huge win last night for the Avs in OT. I actually watched the entire third period. Sorry, Hayden. And overtime. So like it's playoff hockey is exciting. I mean, it's just so much fun to watch, like because it can end so fast and it's just like pressure at all times. There's just always action. So like I've grown to love playoff hockey.
Well, the Avalanche, they scored 2 quick goals and went up 2-0. And then Lightning answered. Then they extended it to 3-1. They extended it to 3-1.
The Lightning started tripping people left and right.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard – I didn't get to watch it last night, but I heard that there was a big power play that the Avalanche fucked up on. And like the power play was for the Avalanche, and they almost gave up a goal like wow,
yes.
4-on-5.
Yeah.
Was that in the third?
It was either third or beginning of OT because they like got a penalty with like a minute and a half left. That was the 2 minutes, so it like carried over.
And that's the thing about hockey is like they put you in timeout, dude. Like it's like,
and it was
for the corner.
It was because
they sit you in the box.
It was for delay of game.
The fans can just. Oh my lord, dude! What do you think those fans say to like the person in there?
Just
like
enemy territory too.
Whoever. Oh my lord, dude! Whoever the opposing player is, it was a Lightning player on enemy turf. Because they lock you in a box for like anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, or 1 to like 4 minutes or something.
It's insane.
Hayden, this is a question for you. You're sitting right behind the box. You got 60 seconds to eat this guy alive. What's the first thing you say to him?
Damn, I say some like oddly specific stuff, like like why are you a grown man and your hips are wide like that, or some shit like that. Like. Yeah, some shit like that, bro.
So like a really like psychological type thing.
Yeah, or if he's like from a certain country, I find out what country like used to own them or like used to have like dictatorial like rule and like, oh, don't make me call the leader of blah 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 blah.
Oh man, dude, when I go to Reds games, like a specific player, Michael Conforto, absolutely hates me. Not like personally, obviously he has no idea who I am, but I was definitely in his head last year. The Mets were beating the Reds really, really bad, but Conforto was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, and I take full pride in that, and I'm taking all the accountability because that was my job as a fan in right field. I had the whole section like laughing. I was just a drunk guy in right field yelling, "You're getting traded to Pittsburgh!" Like, but I was like, they don't even want you here. It was like DeGrom was on his bullpen, and Marcus Stroman was throwing, and everyone went over to the bullpen, and they were both having their little 30-pitch session or whatever before the game, and I was just over there, I was pregame and whatnot, and me and a few of my buddies. I'm just looking down, and I'm just like, No one's here watching you, Stroman. We're all here looking to DeGrom. Just try to, little stuff like that. But I'll look up stuff about like their families and stuff. Not like I mean, I can't say not personal because it is all personal, but just like wives' names, mothers, fathers.
Going to their Instagram and then looking up like who their girlfriend is.
Yeah, exactly. Just like little shit like that to get in their head. I don't ever cross the line. There's just like that invisible line everybody knows about, but I don't ever cross it.
I've probably crossed the line a few times, but
absolutely.
I've heard Bollinger say some very, very borderline cross the line stuff about the Ravens.
Yeah, when I get going at Ravens games,
Bollinger is a very scary sight when he's watching the Ravens. Like I
saw a video of him. Let's just say talking about Big Ben's criminal record one time.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big rant.
I think it was when you guys like Lamar.
When Willie Snead was mugged in the air on the game-winning touchdown on the last play, he was mugged. There were police involvement. Anyway,
how do you get there from
let's
hockey?
Get back to hockey.
Oh, the timeout box. I think it's sick though. The being put in timeout, that's sick, dude. That's hilarious. That's another reason hockey's awesome.
Yeah, hockey's fun, man. I don't watch it that much, but what I do every time I watch hockey, I'm like, man, why don't I watch more hockey?
Dude, yeah, it's like the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, like every time I would turn it on, I'm like, this is fun. I should not watch more hockey. And then like I'd go like 4 days without watching, and I'd see it's on when I'm looking for anything, and I'd be like, oh, hockey, I like this. And then I'm like, man, I should really watch more hockey. 5 days in between.
Let's just do a quick NHL playoff or finals prediction, Stanley Cup Finals prediction of what we think the series will be or end up. It's currently 1-0 Avalanche, so I know this is kind of cheating a little bit, but then we'll move on to our rakes and takes and our IPA segment.
All right, I got to go Avs in 7. I think the series goes all the way. Avalanche have been trying to get here, so I've read, for a while, and no one likes a three-peat. I don't condone a three-peat. I will not go on record of saying that I'm okay with a three-peat. So, Avs in 7.
I have Avs in 6. I could see Lightning in 7, but I think if the Avs win it, they're gonna win it in 6.
It's the same format as finals, right? They go 2-2, 1-1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
So Game 7 will be in Colorado.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going Avalanche in 7. I'm with Bollinger on this. I think because dude, I have actually watched these two teams when I was a really big Oiler fan for that week. The Avalanche are good, dude, but the Lightning are really good too. And the Rangers, I didn't know this. Like Bollinger said with my research, the Rangers were one of the top teams in the league in the regular season. Like the Lightning have ran into some tough teams throughout this playoffs. They're nothing to mess around with, but I think they're definitely, this won't be a cakewalk like the Oilers series was.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go to 7. I got Avalanche winning 4-3.
What do we want to move on to?
Rakes and takes or IPAs?
Let's do my rakes. I'm going to go first with the rake, and this will be a nice little segue into Hayden's under bet. My rake is actually college baseball. College baseball is electric. Omaha is here. Super regionals were amazing. And I mean, every single baseball game, whether I enjoyed it, even though I didn't win any money off of college baseball. It was really fun to watch, and I watched a lot of great games. Takeaways: Notre Dame beating Tennessee. That is insanity. Tennessee had 3 first-rounders, I believe.
Yeah.
These dude, half of their team are like freshmen. Like the Tennessee was arguably the greatest baseball team in college history, and Notre Dame beat them in 3 games, and that game 3 was insane because Tennessee was winning until like the 6th inning. Another good game. Stanford and UConn, and me and my buddy Chris Pryor, shout out. We were watching. The whole weekend we were saying, "Don't let UConn get hot," and we saw UConn win that first game and being an unranked in the tournament, going in against the 5 seed Stanford or 2 seed Stanford. Sorry, 2 seed Stanford. It's amazing, but the Huskies are out sadly. UNC, they were dead. UNC crushed me. Auburn ended up defeating Oregon State. There's a lot of really good college baseball on, and it's only going to get better. Texas A&M is really good. Oklahoma beat a very good Virginia Tech team. But while we're on, Ole Miss is really good. They had Ole Miss versus Southern Miss. Because, dude, I learned this last weekend. Southern Miss's their baseball background, their fans are like amazing. Like, I guess they do some whole like ritual out in the either the parking lot or in the outfield before the game. I don't know specifically what it was. I should have researched this. I had more of to specify, but the baseball culture in the state of Mississippi is beautiful. And as a baseball fan, that'd be great. The Mississippians love the sport of baseball. Shout out Mississippi. Baseball rocks. I'm glad you guys appreciate it. But Stanford and UConn, they had a very odd game, and Hayden somehow through his research had a lock of the night. Hayden, you want to take it away?
So I saw that Stanford and UConn had gone they were 12-13 was the first game. That was a pretty high scoring game. Typically in baseball, especially the way one game goes, the next game will not. Typically, not always. So I bet the under for the runs. I bet the under that they would score less than 12.5 runs, so just 12 or less. And I got a text from Mancini because I forgot the game was on. Honestly, I'm gonna sound so fake, but I forgot the game was on. He's 10 runs in the first 2 innings, not looking good. And I was like, well, that was a lock that I missed. I'm gonna have a terrible record on the Fratletes Twitter page, and I started glancing at it, and I was like, still no more runs. Still no more runs. So after the 7th inning, bro, I watched the last 2 innings, no more runs scored. Dude, I was losing it because the fact I thought it was over immediately.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
It was dead. It was completely dead.
Yeah. It was crazy. I'm always on the wrong side of those. That being on the right one just feels so good.
Dude, how would you feel if you took the over?
Sick.
Horrible.
Disgusting.
Imagine if that was the last leg of a parlay.
It was out there somewhere.
So recap, there was 10 runs scored in the first 2 innings. The score was 8-2. And then there was not a single run scored the last 7 innings. Correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking they could even score 2 more runs and all be good. It still counts. Didn't score any.
Zeros all across the scoreboard. And under no other, I could do nothing but sit back and applaud Hayden for what a beautiful play. But incredible. I don't know. College baseball, that's my rake for the week. It's back and it's electric. If you guys haven't tuned into it, I'm telling you, if you're a baseball fan, ESPN Plus, they got all of it. It's only going to get better, man. Yeah,
I went to the UConn versus Maryland game in College Park. Atmosphere was electric. Maryland ended up losing 10-5, but there were 8 home runs. Place was going nuts. It was fun.
So what's your guys' rakes?
Hayden, you want to go?
Yeah, I was going to say my rakes is ruining someone's possible greatest night of their life. Be on the side that ruins it. The Pirates almost had a no-hitter thrown against them. They're currently on a 9-game losing streak before tonight. So I don't really have anything to look forward to. So I was we're gonna have a fucking another no-hitter thrown against us. And then, dude, 2 outs. And it's just outside the dude's glove grasp, and it bounces for a ground rule double. Ruin. It was so funny on the highlight, seeing everyone stand up, ready to go to lose it for this no hitter that they just witnessed, and they see the ball go, and you don't see, you just watch the pitcher. But I'm watching everybody in the back. You can see when it hits because everyone's oh, dude, they're so pissed. They're so sad. Oh, we lost that game, but I didn't even care. That was the best part of the whole night.
Harrison
Mike
Bader was
Michaelis,
playing
right?
super in.
Oh man, Mike Michaelis wasn't that the pitcher? Or Mikolas? What?
Yeah, Mikolas, yeah.
Mikolas. 8 2/3 with a no hitter, 129 pitches, and it was blown in the ninth, bottom of the ninth. Was there 2 strikes on the batter?
Yep. Well, I don't know about
strikes
2
on the
strikes.
batter.
Actually, I don't know.
So the one last night, back-to-back nights where a pitcher went 8 2/3, Tim Anderson. No, not Tim Anderson.
No, it was
Sorry. Pitcher for the Dodgers. His last name's Anderson. Is it Tom Anderson?
It's something.
I gotta look this up. Anyways,
we need
I'll
an
look up his
intern.
name.
What
He
were you
went
gonna
8
say, Zach?
2/3.
After we talk about that, you're about to say something. You both said some at the same time.
Oh, for what? Oh, I don't remember.
Pirates no hitter.
Oh yeah, no, I just talked about how Harrison Bader was playing super in on that because they didn't expect the dude to have any power, and then he hit it over his head because it was a pretty routine fly ball, which sucks.
Tyler Anderson is his name.
That's what
Tyler Anderson. He is currently 8-0. Fun fact: I played both of these pitchers in fantasy baseball. The guy that I was going against had both pitchers that threw 8 2/3 of hitless baseball. So yeah, I'm not very happy.
Yeah, that's
Go
a
ahead,
tough
Zach.
scene.
Yeah, what's your rate?
My rakes is money because currently the Dodgers, Yankees, Astros, and Mets are all in first place and all have payrolls of over 200 mil. Well, Astros are 198, but still. And so pretty much moral of the MLB right now is if you want to win games, just go pay everyone because the salary cap actually doesn't exist. So literally just open up your wallet and you can pay anyone and you'll be good. And that's how the MLB is being decided right now, which is awesome for the game. Just 10 out of 10. But it makes being a small market fan even more fun because maybe we will win and that would be cool. It's
the Reds. If I ever witness a Reds World Series and Ballinger and Hayden, we all account for this. If any of our teams win a World Series, I'm gonna be so ignorant. I don't care. I will never
God,
just for example, like the Reds win the 2026 World Series. It could be 2055, and I will hunt down every Yankees fans because all they know is to live in the history, live in the past. Is all they got. I will remind them of all 162 games that happened that season. I don't care. I will name off every single one. I will learn the score of every single one. That's how ignorant I'll be. I will be the pettiest person if I get to witness the Reds win a World Series with the way that baseball is having right now. It's just Dodgers every year. Every single year it's Dodgers and Yankees as the 2 favorites to win the World Series. And then I mean, you got the Red Sox and the Astros, of course, who have been great over the last few years. And then teams like the Angels, they spend money, but they just shit the bed. The Mets, they're notoriously known for getting injured. Yeah, both these teams just have bad luck. But like I said, it sucks because having teams being able to spend hundreds of millions as opposed to these smaller markets not even breaking the 80 million. It's
we got 35.
It's insane.
35 mil.
I don't even think we have that. Votto might be getting. Votto is our highest paid player.
And then so I'll start the takes. Joe Madden, Angels on a 12-game losing streak decides to get his head shaved into a mullet, and before he even can show the team, he gets fired. Which
you're muted.
You're muted.
It's not like he's a young guy, bro. Like he's an old man.
Yeah,
like, that's the worst part. Like I guarantee it did not look good. Like
no,
probably as bad as it possibly could. And like to be like fired, be like, but like I just did this. Like, can you give me one?
You gotta request one game. You gotta be like tonight, all the marbles. We test the mullet, and then that's you would. Everyone would be so curious why you're pitching it like a World Series game. You're just bringing in starters for relievers. You're like, no, we have to win this game. Like, guys,
was it a mullet or a mohawk?
Oh, mohawk. Mohawk.
It was a mohawk.
Yeah, mohawk. That was
yeah.
Mohawk.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah, but
Poor
like, do you
guy.
shave? Like, he's got to shave it now. Like, that's
Poor guy.
Imagine coming home to your
That's
wife.
just really.
Imagine coming
How
home
do you
to your
explain
wife.
that to your wife?
Like, babe, you're not gonna believe it, but this is the second worst thing about today. That's gotta suck.
Because he told her about it, and she was like, "Do not do this. Do not."
Yeah,
do this.
don't
And
do
then
it.
he's like, "No, I'm doing this to save my job." And then like he's like, "So
To me,
both happened."
it seems like an 11-game winning streak is the proper time to do a mohawk. And this is the one thing I learned is that you can't wait till 12 games. You got to do it at 11 games to get the mohawk.
Yeah, you
What
got
is going? Like, what is it? He was on like a 12-game losing streak, and he's just like, "Fuck it, we're getting a mohawk." Like that's
This'll
gonna
fire
change.
him up.
This is gonna change the dugout mentality. Like, this will get the boys
Shohei-
going.
I bet Shohei wouldn't even know what the hell was going on. He'd be like, you think that's firing up Shohei? Shohei's just doing weird stuff in the corner at all times, and then goes out and hits a 450-foot bomb, and then strikes out all 9 batters.
You think he cares about a mohawk?
You think he cares?
He don't even understand what you're saying when you're giving a team speech.
No. That's always like the funniest thing is like whenever like I forgot who it was. It was I saw 2 weeks ago there was a minor league manager who got ejected, but he doesn't speak English, so an interpreter came out while they were arguing with the ump, and like the ump was like yelling at the interpreter, and like this interpreter is just sitting there describing this, and then they both got tossed. So an interpreter and the coach both got tossed.
What's your take, Hayden?
My take is have you guys seen the new Off-White brand baseball unis and hats?
Oh my god,
Dude,
where they look like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, bro, they got just giant holes in them because I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of going to a jersey store and seeing full jerseys. Like I want holes in them, you know? I want holes in my hats. Yeah, because that's something people say, you know? That's the stupidest fucking look I've ever seen. Like, why would you ruin a good jersey? Like, if they would just make a Dodgers uni with the Off-White brand on it, and that's all it was, that would be way better. Like, I would respect that, like, just putting a name on it. But the holes in the hat looks awful. And, like, I think it was KFC from Barstool said, like, their target audience are, like, middle-aged white men. They don't spend thousands of dollars on Off-White brand jerseys with holes in them. Yeah, that's my take.
I saw one guy say, "Imagine what is a bald guy gonna do?" Because there's literally like a hole right here, and then like this part of the hat is just not existent.
Yeah.
And it like curves in and around, but it's like someone took a bite out of it. What does a bald guy do? He can't purchase those hats.
No, unless you're really like confident with your baldness.
Imagine like a Padres fan or a Dodgers fan for this case, because those are jerseys they have revealed. Imagine a Dodgers fan is bald, rocks that hat on a sunny afternoon game. He's gonna be going home with just a giant. Look like he had the cups on his back, like he was. Yeah, that type. It's very weird, and I wouldn't purchase one. Not at all because I can't afford one. That's not at all the case. But because they're ugly and I don't want one.
Yeah. My personal choice is to not buy them, not my bank account choice.
Exactly. Exactly. My rake is none other than Adley Rutschman.
Let's go.
This is a guy that was drafted number 1 overall in the draft, finally got up to the majors, had all this hype around him. Like, to keep in mind, this is the same guy that in the College World Series a few years back, was intentionally walked with bases loaded because the opposing team didn't want to face him. This is that guy. So he's came into the league, and as of they played today, so this is not including today's stats. He's 21 games played. He's batting 192 with a 588 OPS. He has 1 home run that he hit yesterday, and he has finally reached 2 RBIs. He added another today on a fielder's choice. Sorry.
Okay.
Five doubles, now 6 doubles if we're counting today. 6 doubles, 21 games, 18 strikeouts to 6 walks. This is that guy. What's up, Ballinger? Where was all the hype at? This guy is supposed to be like.
You gotta watch. If you look at the stats don't tell the story. This dude is making good wood every time. Strikeouts, he's had some bad Ks. I'm not gonna lie, but there's been some borderline ones. He works the pitch count. He's seeing 8-9 pitches every at bat. They're coming. You got to look at Bobby Witt batted 180 his first month this year in the month of May or April, month of April. Julio Rodriguez batted like 180. Spencer Torkelson's got the worst average in the MLB. You got to give him time. He's starting to get hot. He's got like 5 doubles in the past 7 days. So he's hot. He's got a home run.
All of his doubles were in the last week. So he should have been my take last week.
Yeah, he's heating up this week.
All right. Because I want to root for the kid. I'm glad you gave me that rundown. I want to root for the kid. I like the Orange Birds. I want him to do well. All right. You guys want to get into our top 3 craziest? Yeah, just a little IPA talk. Not top 3. No specific list or anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
3 crazy IPA names that we found, and then we came up with 3 of our own. This should get interesting.
Do we want to do
Let's just do 3 each.
Yeah.
Like we'll go. Yeah, I'll start. 3 crazy IPA names that do exist that one of them is very fitting for this situation. My 3 are the Great Big Kentucky Sausage Fest. That is a beautiful name, rather. Number 2, this is very fitting for all of us football fans. Hoppy Ending Pale Ale.
Is that
not an IPA.
Okay to Sean.
You tell me, man. You took it the way you did. I don't know. But and then the last one, I love IPAs because of the name, not the taste, but these names are great. Circumcision Ale. Those are 3 very intriguing names, and the circumcision. Look, if you'd have the time, look up the can that they have. It is hilarious. It looks like a straight dick and balls, but it's like. It's like a hard hat. You just got to see it for yourself. Ballinger, this is where you work. This is where you work your magic. You edit it in right here.
Boom. All right. Look at it real quick. There it is. All right. I'll go for my 3 real quick.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this beer, bro, and I keep finding circumcision facts. Like, are you trying to like taint my
circumcision? It's 2 words. Session ale.
All right, Zach, go ahead.
Did you just look up circumcision and see if?
Yeah, I looked up circumcision beer, thinking that would give me good results.
If you drink this much of this beer, you will become recircumcised.
Wow. Okay, so this circumcision looks pretty cool, man.
Isn't that can awesome?
That's the cutest little dick and balls I've ever seen, bro.
Dude, it's like I'm not even kidding. They might have plagiarized my Ding Dongers logo that I created. Like, I created a fantasy baseball for the Ding Dongers, and I just used a bat and 2 giant baseballs with like a smiley face. It is, I don't know. They might have plagiarized it off me. What do you guys have? Bring it to the table.
I got Citra Ass Down.
Nice.
Then I got Pickelodian, which I thought was super funny.
Is it like a pickle kissing beer?
I guess. I don't know. I think it's off of Nickelodeon, Pickelodian. So.
Oh, okay. It was more Okay, I thought never mind. I thought it was pickle based.
I mean, it's probably pickle based. I would assume it has pickle in it. Like, I would assume there's some sort of resemblance of a pickle flavor in there at some point.
Hopefully, you can't just call yourself Pickelodian.
Pickelodian. Then we got Chug Norris, which I had to, as soon as I saw Chug Norris, I had to put it on there. Those are my three. Hayden, what you find?
All right, so these are three that I've had. I've had these for sure. There's a couple I could have chosen, but these three just stand out to me. First one's called Unicorn Farts. It's very, very good, actually. It is a sour, and I really, really like sours.
Did you use your Untapped for this?
I did, yes. So, but like, so I remember where I got it. I got it at some place in Barbersville with my buddy Jacob Bryant. Shout out JB. And it has glitter in it, and I don't know why. Like, it's like edible glitter. Fuck it, I don't know. But it was actually really good, and I'm not ashamed to say that I drank Unicorn Farts. It's just a day at the office, you know. Also, this is all one title. All one title. Sparkle Puff Galaxy Starfighter Defender of the Universe. This I'll say that one more time in case you missed it. Sparkle Puff Galaxy Starfighter Defender of the Universe. This was a triple IPA, and it said it was like creamsicle. I was like, both of those words sound good. So I drank it, and it tasted like a Four Loko with orange juice in it, and it was just so thick, and like it had like when I poured it, like when like the end came out, there were like chunks of orange stuff. I was like, oof, probably shouldn't drink this. I did, but I didn't feel good.
I did.
And then this one, I don't remember the beer because it was like over a year ago, but like the name just stood out. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to explain why it's called this, because it's just so bizarre. It's called Homelessness. The beer was called Homelessness, which is just such an odd name. Like, might as well call it Poverty, like the spinoff. But Homelessness...
You might as well call it Poverty.
Poverty with a spinoff.
It was like to raise awareness for, like, homelessness in that town. But, like... Yeah, I mean it's a great cause, but like you couldn't think of anything else.
I can get behind homelessness.
Yeah, like dude, you know what?
I support homelessness.
What if you really like the beer? You have to say, man, I really love homelessness.
I love homelessness, so bro. Like, I just wish I could. Like, I wish every day I could experience homelessness.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we get into our creations? If we were to create. If we were to create some craft beer. Mine aren't good. I won't say that, but I could make them make sense, I think. Like, if I had to, like, give a sales pitch, I think I could make it make sense, but they don't at all. Here's my first. Let's do one. We'll rotate around. My first one is, this one's not necessarily funny. Backseat driver. Just because I feel like it's fitting for like an IPA. I mean, because IPAs are generally they're stronger than normal beer, right?
Yeah, like I would honestly, if I saw that name on a can, I would definitely drink it. You give like a cool
so it's
design.
Just like, yeah, absolutely. And it's like backseat driver. I think of like when you get too drunk and the person that's not driving home just like won't shut up in the car or just like at the bar. Like, this beer is going to get you to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a decent name for an IPA.
I like that a lot. I mean, half of IPAs and like craft beers is like marketing it, and they get a lot of the wraps. Like Bud Light it's a brand itself. You know, these craft beers don't have a brand, so they have like artwork on their cans, and like I'll see a cool looking can, I'll be like, all right, I'll drink that. Like it's just like it's the one thing where I will.
You're the target audience.
Yeah, I'll fall
exactly
to advertise things like that. If that can looks cool, I'll drink that shit.
Exactly.
Don't tempt me, because I will drink that.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you got? What's what yours?
Starting off light, but I say light. The first drink, I pictured like a dark Mexican style cerveza, like a Modelo type deal, but somehow make that into an IPA. You know,
I'm judging you really hard right now.
Oh no, I'm not saying I would drink it. I'm making this because of the title. I call
Your
it
thought process is just a lot different. What is it?
I call it thick booty Latinas is what I call it. But like I can't just call beer thick booty Latinas for no reason. So what I do is I make it a dark Mexican style beer, and then I make it the IPA for the thickness. So the cerveza, the thickness, and the IPA, you have thick booty Latinas.
I like it, dude.
You actually really went into like why this was.
Dude, I mean, think of the marketing. Think you could literally put
That's
absolutely, absolutely.
Write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, write that down. I'm an ideas guy.
I'm about to email Mark Cuban right now.
Yeah, bro. Tell me one more.
We're getting on Shark Tank. Zach, hit us with it.
My first one is Can I Hit Your Jewel? Because while Hayden was looking for more of the qualities of the drink, I was looking more for the quality of the human that's drinking the drink. And I feel like it's the guys that are drinking the IPAs that are like, yo, can I hit your jewel? Hey, yo, can I hit that real quick? And that if you pull out nicotine, they are on you like swimwear.
You know, I had an idea one time is to open up a nicotine shop and call it Can I Hit That? I've always thought like that would be a great idea for anyone that would open a like tobacco store or vape shop. Just
And
name it Can I Hit
have a
That?
bar in the back. Bar in the back
Name
that
it
sells
name
big
it
booty Latinos.
Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Hell yeah, hit this, man. Or hey, can I hit that? Like, whoa. My second one is they kind of refer to like just people getting really drunk is what I think of. So my second one is literally just called Dude, Where's My Car? But isn't that like a Cheech and Chong movie?
I mean, it's like a drunk college movie with Ashton Kutcher as like the main actor, if that tells you anything.
Oh, I love Ashton Kutcher.
That tells you anything.
But anyway, yeah.
Those actually tell me a lot about the movie, low-key.
I don't want to plagiarize this. It's obviously just an idea, but I noticed a lot of these are like an IPA is called like Ryan, Not My Gosling or something. And then,
I like that.
So like, I don't know. I saw that there was a bunch of them that like relate to stuff that is like legit, but that's where I was like, dude, where's my car? Because I think you'll be at the end of the night, if you just drink like 7, dude, where's my car? And you'll be like, dude, where's my car? or like in the Ted scene, like Ted 2, where they smoke way too much marijuana, and it's like he's like, dude, I hit this shit. I told my weed guy to step this up a little bit, and he's like, oh yeah, what's this called? He's like, there was 3 strands. It's like they're coming. And
Gorilla Panic.
Gorilla Panic, and this is permanent. He's like, but try this shit. It's pretty mellow. But yeah, that's what I'm referring to when I think of Dude, Where's My Car?
My next one I just have is Mom's Basement. I don't know why. But when I was thinking of IPA names, I was like, that was actually the first one that came to me was Mom's Basement.
I like that.
Maybe like a really, really fat guy that just like doesn't leave his room and you just like slam a bunch of drinks in his mom's basement or something.
Yeah, you know. Like when you're just slinging them back with the boys in Mom's Basement in high school, something. I don't know. I just came up with that off the dome. That could be a pitch.
I like it. Good vibes. Hayden, number 2.
Yeah, good vibes.
My number 2 is similar to yours, Mancini, to where it's like it's based on the fact of what it'll do to you. It's called the Life Alerts Help I've Fallen and I Can't Get Up. It's gonna be a really like heavy alcohol percentage beer, so it's just gonna like knock you on your ass and you can't walk. So yeah, Life Alerts Help I've Fallen and Can't Get Up, a beer by Hayden.
My third IPA that I created is actually, so I want to state my last one. Don't think I'm saying the word dude twice. My last one was actually just Where's My Car? I just added the dude because I think of the movie. But this next one includes dude. And this one makes absolutely no sense at all. But I love it because guys are idiots, especially when they drink a lot of beer. And here it is. It's a dude that's not chicken. Because, like, okay, hear me out. How many times have you found yourself just drunk off your ass in your kitchen creating just absolutely anything to feed your hunger?
Absolutely.
And how many times have the boys just, like, been around you, just, like, watching your creation, being like, what is this guy doing?
Dude, that's not chicken.
Have you ever just like this is just a scenario you could possibly be in where you're just throwing a bunch of random food together to create something to cure yourself, and it's just like your one friend in the corner is just like, dude, That's not chicken.
Dude, I was so you were saying very relatable things. Like, have you ever been very drunk? Yes. Have you ever tried to kill your hunger? Yes. I was waiting for you to be like, have you ever put something on a sandwich and someone told you that wasn't chicken? I was like, no, that's never happened.
No, that's never happened. That's never happened.
Have you ever forgotten to cook
happen.
chicken?
Yeah. Whatever. So there's my 3. I think they're decent. That was a tough segment, dude. It was tough to come up with
No, I
those
like
things.
that a lot. My next one isn't
Hit
even
me
an
with
IPA.
Yeah, what is yours?
I just said this IPA is crazy because it's just a Xanax and a Bud Light, and it's called When Your Uncle Gets Drunk and Starts Talking Politics, So You Have to Make Him Shut Up.
What?
There's a prepackaged Xanax and an IPA, or a Xanax and a Bud Light, excuse me. But it's prepackaged with a big warning label saying, hey, this is not for any other purpose except, and then it has the title, When Your Uncle Gets Drunk and Starts Talking Race and Politics, So You Need Something to Shut Him Up. That's all it is.
Is this your creation or is this an actual thing?
No, it's my creation. Like, I would make them prepackaged.
I would make a prepackage.
That's kind of like, I mean, that's not. I don't want to say that's genius because you're
Yeah, no one should ever make that because people are definitely drugging people. But like, when you warn the warning label, like, this is just for your drunk uncle.
It's funny though. That is funny. I like it. I like the idea. Zach, take us home, and we'll go through our outro, and we'll get out of here.
Mine is just Tutti Booty Fruity, and like it just makes after following that up, it definitely doesn't make sense.
I need an explanation here.
I was thinking, yeah, like I literally was sitting there and I was like, because when I was searching up names, there was some that like all the fruit ones just are ridiculous. And like they can never just be like strawberry punch. They're just like 7 different things. Like they just love throwing the word citrus in there. And I was just like, what's a super fruity name? And then I was going to do, originally it was Big Booty Fruity IPA, but then you used the booty. And I was like, damn, got it. Or the Big Booty, so I had to take that out. But we had a Tutti Booty Fruity IPA.
I think we created some pretty good ones. If anyone wants to hit us up for marketing deals or maybe collab with any of our ideas, just hit us up on Twitter. You know where we tweet.
You know where it is.
Well, Hayden, let's get you out of the doghouse, brother. Let's take this home so you can go fix your marriage.
All right, so my Hayden's Hot Corner. Something just quick little history fact I learned the other day. So it is June and it is Pride Month, and there's probably some gay frat bros out there that we all appreciate. So I read that during the Stonewall riots, which is basically when like the cops were like busting down gay bars and like they would just like raid them, and like if you were gay and drinking, you got arrested, and if you were a man dressed as a woman, you got arrested. Anyway, they fought back. And like, you ever seen in police movies, or like movies like the police come, or like in like videos of like when the police come, they're all in like lines, like lined up together, and they're just like standing there as if it's like they are a fence. Well, I guess like a bunch of the members of like the LGBTQ community like lined up in a kick line, like with the people that go like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they kick off and shit like that. They did one of those to like make fun of them.
Rockettes.
Yeah, the Rockettes. Yeah, they did that shit. Yeah, they made one of those lines just to make fun of the cops that were like busting down their shit for no reason. Like, if that isn't the most like sassy bitch, like petty thing you could do to piss off a cop, like this is what you look like. That's so fucking funny to me. So yeah, that's like a quick history fact about like even in like street brawls, there was still like aggressive, incredible pettiness going on.
I love it.
All right,
I know it's like teetering the lines of a controversial topic, but I just thought like that aspect of them doing the kick lines was fucking hilarious.
Not really. It's not really controversial at all.
Oh, I'm saying like, I mean, we went to school.
I know what you mean. Yeah, everything's soft now, so
yeah.
Just put that. All right, so for my random athlete, I don't know. I've honestly, since I started it, Haruki Nakamura played for the Rays. Honestly, every time I just think of like when you're with the boys and like just naming random players, for some reason, Haruki Nakamura is always the first guy I name. He was a safety, played for us for 3 years, then went to the Panthers, but he was just like solely special teams. And like he really did like nothing special, just was out there making special teams tackles and then would get off the field and would never return until the next punt coverage. But the dude was just legit. I don't know. He was all over the field on special teams. Haruki Nakamura, and a hell of a name.
I feel like I remember this guy. I'm trying to really hard, but I just don't.
He's
I can't put a
super,
face
like,
on
random.
it, but it's like the Bengals had a safety one time from Illinois that I've just absolutely loved for no reason. He was like an undrafted Fujadellum.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? He was like, he hit people so hard in practice. He somehow made it off the practice squad. It was awesome. And I was just rooting for him, but he was never worth the shit.
Yeah. I feel like I root for players sometimes solely off name. Like I'm like,
oh yeah.
And then that's biggest in the NFL draft. Like I'll be like looking at someone and I'm like, that name just don't have star potential. Like you can kind of tell by a name if it's got star potential. Like you look at a name and you're like, you don't got it. Like you can just kind of tell sometimes. You look at a name and you're like Sauce Gardner got star potential. Like you're like, okay, he could be a stud. He could be a stud.
Dude, and that name, it's like, how do you not root for a guy that has a name like that?
Yeah, Sauce.
Like, you know how many nicknames or like merch he can make just off of like he's got the sauce. Like, dude, it's so perfect. But
dude,
I would not want to be faced up one-on-one against a guy named Sauce. That's all I'm saying. Okay. My word of the week. Not your typical word of the week. I'm trying to expand against all cultures and languages. So I have a Japanese word of the week. It is pronounced Kaochu Dental. That is the Japanese word for flashlight. Kaichu Dental. Kaichu Dental. I tried to listen to it in a sentence, and I'm just not even going to go that route.
It's so much easier just to say flashlight.
So much easier.
Well, yeah.
What are they doing over there, man? Just tell them to start saying flashlight.
No, just they're like, hey, man, can you pass me the Kaichu Dental?
Like, what the fuck?
Hey, dude, my power just went out. Can you come bring me a Kaichu Dental? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Kaichu Dental. But, oh yeah, it's in my pants.
I always got a spare.
Oh, you said flashlight.
Didn't you say that? I'm sorry. I thought I heard that.
What was my reasoning? I had something else. So with the Japanese language, I don't know this for a fact. I could just be a complete idiot, but it sounds like they start the word with like, or the sentence with like the noun. Like when the sentence was like, my power went out, so I had to use the Kaichu Dental. But the Kaichu Dental was like the first word they said in the sentence, even though flashlight was like in the middle of the sentence. Damn. So I guess I have to do some more research of the Japanese language, but you can't say you don't know any Japanese because you just learned the word flashlight in Japanese.
I'm never gonna forget it.
What an educational podcast.
Hashtag thank you, Cini. All right, everyone. That wraps it up for episode 7. Keep in mind, we're doing a giveaway. 250 followers. We are less than 100 away. All you have to do is click the follow button on Twitter at FratletesPod. Bollinger, drop the @ right here when we do it. Boom. YouTube, go like and subscribe. We drop our episodes on YouTube and Spotify every week. We are trying our asses off to get it up on Apple. We are not the brightest. None of us are technological people. We're trying, but Bollinger is down in the series 0-7 against Apple Podcasts.
But
he's
the most dangerous
he's not
lead
going
in
out
sports.
Without a fight.
The most dangerous lead in podcasting. The most dangerous lead in podcasting, 7-0. We got him right where we want him.
Putting triple-double numbers on you.
We are
really
putting up numbers, baby. All right, we're going to keep coming. We got more content each week. Football season's right around the corner. Episode 8. We'll see y'all next week, everyone. Peace out.
We might have a commercial coming, too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sneaker.